Greetings, Dr. Suryati. Today, my group and I will be presenting about our project called the Fruit Juice Extractor. In my group, there is me, Mugilan, Analaki Ravindran, matrix number B0922104333, Raghuvaran, Sharaf, Nasir, and Tarwin. So, in the beginning of this semester for this course, we were given a task to do a project, and the criteria was it has to be a household object susceptible to reverse engineering, must have a minimum of 5 mechanical parts, as well as something that can be innovated instead of recreating a new product. So we decided to go with a fruit juice extractor because most households, restaurants, or businesses have a fruit juice extractor, whoever who are involved in this industry. And the product that they currently have are either on the higher end or lower end, meaning they're either too expensive or they have disadvantages and are not as efficient as they are supposed to be. Hence, it all comes down to problem statements, which will be in our product overview. So the problem statements that we found are difficulties in performing maintenance, meaning that the current existing products have, if they malfunction, we have to send them to service centers or shops, which can cost us more, and it takes a lot of time to repair them as well. And then we have poor juice extraction, and it takes a long time to extract juice. Moving on, we have excessive energy used when extraction is done manually. Certain juice extractors are the small manual types, which we have to exert a lot of force manually to extract the juice. And it takes a lot of time as well, and for a small amount of juice. And then we have not suitable for different types of fruits or only focuses on one type of fruit, meaning the current extractors in the market, they are not compatible with multiple types of fruits, or they can only extract juice from one fruit at a time or one type of fruit at a time. And then they generally also consume a lot of storage space as their size are usually quite big. Next, we have the advantages of our fruit juice extractor. So based on what the problems we found, based on the problems we found, we decided to create a product that solves those problems, which is listed in our advantages. So the advantages of our fruit juice extractor is that it provides easy access for maintenance as well as cleaning, because our product is small and it can be dismantled easily, which gives more space, room to perform maintenance if it ever malfunctions, and it can be cleaned easily. And the systems used in our products are simple systems, which means an individual or a consumer can perform their own maintenance with the help of YouTube or something like that. And it extracts more juice in a shorter period of time through automation. It also removes the need of manual labor completely as it is automated. Our product is compatible with different type of fruits, and it can extract juice from multiple fruits at a time. Our product size is also relatively small, which enables it to save a lot of storage space as it is a compact sized product. And most importantly, it is extremely user friendly as well as inexpensive, which is quite important to the market out there based on our conducted survey. Moving on, we have house of quality. Earlier this semester, during our assignment 1, we had to conduct a survey, and we did it through Google Forms. So we created a Google form with relevant questions and spread it out to individuals who are involved in this industry. And the feedback we got was important data. So using those data, we created a house of quality for the quality function deployment of the fruit juice extractor. So as we can see, the voice of customer or the customer requirements or needs are speed, safety, low electric power, reliability, as well as cheap. How are we going to achieve that are listed on the top row, which is through weight, number of fruits, production costs, expected lifetime, dimensions, as well as extraction speed. So the direction of improvements we are going to follow is based on the existence of current products in the market. So if a red triangle indicates that our product has to be reduced in, let's say, weight and production costs. And if it's a diamond, then that is our target. And if it's a green triangle, means we have to improve on that particular aspect. So on the left-hand side of the house of quality, we have the category as well as importance on the scale of 1 to 5. And the shapes in between shows the correlation between the house, the watts, and the house. So a full dark circle represents a value of 9, while a hollow circle represents the value of 3. And inverted triangle, hollow, represents a value of 1. So using this, we can calculate the importance weight as well as the relative importance weight. On the roof, the triangle at the top, the roof of the house, we can see symbols such as plus, plus, minus, minus, and so on. This depicts the relationship between the house. How are we going to achieve what the customer wants? So those aspects, if they are strongly correlated, we can see a plus plus, or if they're just correlated, we can see a plus, and so on. On the right hand side of this house of quality, we can see the comparison between our product, competitor A's product, and competitor B's product. Competitor A is a manual juice extractor, whereas competitor B is the highest end fruit juice extractor. Our product is a perfect fit in between those. The details of the house of quality and the contents that will be presented throughout in this presentation are written in detail in our final report. So moving on, I will pass to Nasir. That's all from me.
Thank you, Mick. Hello, my name is Shajar Nasser. My matric number is B0922220042. I'm gonna talk about the system models or the system for our product. So logical models. Our project primarily consists of physical parts which can be clustered together into chunks of the functional models which increase with one another. As the figure is there in the slide, I'm gonna talk about for all the parts. So, thank you. So for the power supply system, when switch is on, electrical energy is transferred through the wire connector. So as you can see, the connector through the electrical system to the batteries and the switch. So the batteries and the switch is the already system depends on the switch on and the switch off. So the next one is the piston assembly. Motor converts electrical energy into a rotational energy and transfers to the piston. So then pressing chamber. So piston causes that the fruit with up and down motion agents the mesh plate to protect the juice. Next, please. So for juice dispensing system, extracted juice accumulates in storage and can be served use the dispenser. So last thing is the fruit feeding assembly. Multiple fruits can be fed into the pressing chamber through the feeding canal. So that's it for me. I'm now going to talk about the material used with my friend Serafin.
Okay, thank you. My name is Sarwin, son of Muilwanan, metric number B0922210463. Next, I'm going to talk about the materials used for our fruit juice extractor project, which mainly we used aluminium and hard plastic. For aluminium, we used to strengthen the body parts, where it has several advantages. That is why we choose aluminium, which is the main reason is lightweight, where it makes it beneficial for application where reducing weight is critical for this project. Next advantage for aluminium is the corrosion resistance, where aluminium naturally forms a protective oxide layer that helps resist corrosion. These characteristics help aluminium suitable for applications where exposure or moisture or other corrosive elements is a concern. So this is why we choose aluminium, because it prevents it from rusting. So next is thermal conductivity, where aluminium has an excellent thermal conductivity, meaning it efficiently transfers heat away from critical areas. This property can help dissipate heat generated during operation, reducing the risk of overheating. So those are the advantages of aluminium. While having advantages, there also are disadvantages. So one of them are higher costs. As we know, while aluminium is widely available, it can be more expensive than materials like cast iron or steel. So the next disadvantage is specific manufacturing considerations, where aluminium has different type of machining and manufacturing characteristics compared to other materials. So it requires specialized tools and techniques to work with it, which can add a complexity and cost to the production process. So as the next material, we consider to use hard plastic to create the body parts and joints. So one of the main reasons are its strength and durability, where hard plastics can give good mechanical strength. They can also withstand heavy loads and have a longer lifespan. So another advantage is chemical resistance, where many hard plastic exhibit excellent resistance to chemicals. So the next advantage for hard plastic is electrical insulation, where hard plastics often have a good electrical insulating property because they can effectively isolate and protect electrical components, making them useful in electrical and electronic applications and components. So finally, for the advantage of the hard plastics, the design is flexible, where hard plastics can be molded into complex shapes and they can be offered in different designs and flexible to be customized to meet specific requirements. So they can also be injection molded, extruded, or formed using other plastic manufacturing techniques. So these are the main reasons and the advantages of why we choose hard plastic for our fruit juice extractor project. But there are also some disadvantages for hard plastic, which we also have realized, which the main reason is the cost of some hard plastic can be higher compared to other materials, depending on other factors. There, other than that, environmental concerns, where many hard plastics are not easily biodegradable and can contribute to plastic waste accumulation. Recycling options for certain hard plastics may be limited, leading to environmental concerns. And finally, the disadvantages for hard plastic is limited temperature resistance. Not every hard plastic can resist any temperature, where some hard plastics have varying temperature resistance, and many types may deform or soften at high temperature. So before we made our fruit juice extractor project, we always had in mind the advantages and disadvantages of these materials, and we considered it before making it. So that's all from me.
Hi, my name is Raghuvaran. My metric card number is B09221047. So I will continue about our product parts. As you can see, this is our complete assembly. So the first part is base. The base is actually made from stainless steel aluminium. And then the second part is juice storage. The function of juice storage in this product to collect and store the strained juice temporarily until it is ready to be dispensed. By the way, this part is actually made from hard plastic. And then the third part is main body. This part is made from hard plastic and aluminium plate, which is installed with screwing processes. And then the next part is DC motor. We use DC motor in this product because the DC motor serves as the power source for the fruit juice extractor. It is connected to the system via a connector wire, supplying electrical energy to drive the extraction process. And then the next part is custom crank. In our product, the custom crank is attached to the shaft of the DC motor. As the motor rotates, the crank converts the rotate motion into a reciprocating motion. And then next part is the rod. The rod is actually connected to the crank and transfer the reciprocating motion generated by the crank to the piston. In our product, this part rod can act as a linkage to the connect different parts in mechanical system. Next. The next part is feeding canal. The canal is located beside of the extractor, providing a direct path for introducing the fruits into the extraction chamber. And the last part is piston. Piston is actually assembly with a mesh plate to extract juice from the produce. The mesh plate is located at the bottom of the piston, act as a filter or strainer to separate the juice from pulp or solids. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Sharaf. So for my part, I will do the product demonstration. So this is the video. It is switch button. So this is our product, right? The custom crank, rod, and the piston on the inside of the project, right? So this is the project overview, right? The base, the juice dispenser, the feeding canal, and as we can see, we see the piston on the inside, right? So when I turn on the switch, so the product will operate, and we can see the movement of crank, piston, and rod, the DC motor. Turn on the switch, right, and the machine will stop operate. Looking around of the project, this is the DC motor, right? We use twice of the DC motor. From the battery will connect through wire to the DC motor, and the DC motor connect to the crank, and the crank connect to rod, and the rod connect to piston to extract the juice. Right? You can see when I turn on, piston will move. This is the juice dispenser. Right? The battery storage. Right? We use 3.7 volt battery. So this project is easy to separate the part by part, so you can easy to clean the project lah. Right? So I have 4 of orange, right? And I insert one by one in the feeding canal. Right? So the orange. Then I turn on the product. Right? Turn on the product, and the product will start operating. As we can see, the juice in the juice storage is increased every time the piston is pressing or extract the orange. Right? You can see the operating. The juice orange in the dispenser is increased by time. Okay. And the orange juice is ready to serve, and you can drink the orange juice. So this product is very simple, easy to use, and you can use this product everywhere. Right? Thank you. That's all from me.